They told you to wait. Wait for the right time. Wait for more resources. Wait until the storm passes. But guess what? The storm isn't passing. The right time, it's not coming. Because 2025 is not the year for waiting, it's the year for waking up. Let me tell you something. The world is not waiting for you. The opportunity of your life is standing on the other side of the door you refuse to knock. Not because you're not capable, not because you're not smart, but because you keep postponing. You keep saying tomorrow. You keep negotiating with your own potential. But what if I told you 2025 is not interested in your excuses? This is the year where the people who get up will rise, and the people who get comfortable will disappear. It's the year where progress belongs to the doers, the ones who move while everyone else debates. It's the year where you decide, I watching success happen, or am I building it with my bare hands? I've seen people with nothing but a $10 phone and a dream build something unstoppable, not because they had it easy, but because they refused to stay down. They didn't have it figured out, but they got up. They got it done. And they kept moving when everyone else stopped. You see, 2025 doesn't care about your past. It doesn't care about your degree, your failures, or how many times you've fallen. It cares about one thing. Can you get up and get it done? Your ideas are worthless without action. Your plans are just paper until you move. And yes, you will be scared. You will doubt. You will have days where everything feels pointless. But let me remind you, you don't need to feel ready to start. You just need to move. One small step. One little risk. One daily commitment. And then another and another. Because here's the truth, no one will tell you inaction is more painful than failure. You will never regret the things you tried and failed. But you will always carry the weight of what you could have done if you just had the courage to rise. So I challenge you right now, not tomorrow, right now. Look at your goals. Look at your habits. Look at your distractions. Then ask yourself, am I playing this year like a spectator or a champion? Because 2025 is not going to wait. It's moving fast. And if you don't get up and chase what's yours, someone else will. You need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Get up. Get hungry. Get focused. And most of all, get it done. 2025 is not waiting for you. It's moving forward with or without your permission, without asking if you're ready, and without slowing down so you can catch your breath. This year is not a soft pillow, it's a sprinting track. And the whistle is already blown. Every second you spend hesitating, overthinking, or doubting yourself, someone else is acting. Someone else is launching, building, connecting, learning, trying. You think you have time, but time is the biggest illusion we sell ourselves when we're afraid to act. You don't need a perfect situation to make progress. The people who are thriving right now are not the ones with the most resources, the best connections, or the clearest roadmap. They're the ones who stood up when everyone else stayed seated. They're the ones who pushed forward when no one was clapping for them. You keep waiting for a sign, but what if the lack of a sign is the sign? What if the fact that everything feels uncertain is exactly the test you're meant to pass? You know what separates winners from watchers? Movement. Not intelligence, not luck. Movement. One person gets up and does it. Another sits back and watches saying, I'll start when I feel more confident. I'll act when I know more. I'll go all in when the path is clear. But the path is never clear. Confidence doesn't show up before the action. It comes as a reward after you step in. You grow it. You earn it. You build it by doing the hard thing when you're still scared. 2025 is like a moving train. You either jump on or get left at the station. And let me tell you something painful. There's no next train for this moment. This year is unique. The changes in the world in technology, in business, in communication, they are reshaping everything. And if you think you can wait and catch up later, you're going to be chasing shadows. You'll be looking back saying, I wish I had started when I had the chance. The truth is, you already know what you need to do. You've been carrying the idea, the vision, the plan for weeks, months, maybe even years. It's not lack of knowledge holding you back. It's the fear of being seen starting small. But everyone starts small. Every giant today was once invisible. The only difference is they didn't stay invisible. They didn't wait to feel important. They moved. So don't wait for 2025 to hand you something. It won't. It doesn't owe you. It doesn't feel sorry for your fears, but it will reward your courage. It will multiply your effort. If you stand up even trembling, it will meet you. But the first move, that's yours. Get up now. While others sleep, complain, scroll, or daydream, you move. That's how you win. Success is not a dream anymore. It's a deadline. In 2025, if you're still thinking success is some far-off idea you'll get to one day, you've already lost the race. The clock is ticking. Every morning you wake up, it's not just another day, it's another opportunity slipping through your fingers if you don't act. The truth is, the people who win this year aren't the ones who had the biggest dreams. They're the ones who attach those dreams to deadlines and refuse to go to sleep without progress. You have to understand, time doesn't wait. The world doesn't pause so you can catch up. If you say, I'll do it tomorrow, what you're really saying is, I'm okay with falling behind. Because while you rest on ideas, someone else is out there executing, testing, failing, learning, improving, and adapting. And by the time you finally build up the courage to try, they've already taken the space you thought would still be waiting for you. That's how 2025 works fast, unforgiving, and fair in only one way. It rewards action, not intention. The mistake most people make is treating their dreams like hobbies. They talk big, but their calendar doesn't show it. Their habits don't reflect it. If you say you want something, but you don't schedule it, prioritize it, suffer for it, you don't really want it. You're flirting with the idea of success, but not committing to the responsibility of achieving it. That's why so many fail. Not because they're not good enough, but because they treat success like a mood instead of a mission. Discipline is the new gold standard. You don't need motivation every day. Motivation is overrated. What you need is non-negotiable standards. A commitment so strong that even on your worst days, you still show up. You still deliver. You still inch forward. That's how you win in 2025, not by giant leaps, but by refusing to stay still. Success is not an event this year. It's a rhythm. You either stay in motion or fall behind. So ask yourself, what are you delaying right now? What goal have you mentally postponed, waiting for a more comfortable time? That comfort isn't coming. You have to move through the discomfort. You have to act before it feels perfect. Because the truth is, by the time it feels perfect, the opportunity is gone. Make 2025 the year you stop lying to yourself. Stop saying you'll get to it. Stop saying next week. Stop setting soft goals with no pressure. Pressure builds diamonds. Pressure gets results. Put pressure on yourself. Set a real deadline. Put it on your wall, your phone, your mirror, everywhere. Remind yourself every day, the window is closing and your future depends on what you do now. The question is not, can I? The question is, will I? And the answer better be yes before time answers it for you. Stop waiting. Start creating. That's the mindset you need in 2025. Waiting has become a comfort zone. People wait for clarity, wait for permission, wait for everything to be lined up perfectly before they begin. But while they wait, the builders are creating. The thinkers are acting. The imperfect movers are outpacing the perfect planners. This is not the year to hesitate. This is the year to build messy, bold, relentless action that shapes your future before someone else shapes it for you. You've got ideas. That's not the problem. The problem is you're still thinking about them. You're sitting on them like they're fragile. But ideas are not trophies, they are seeds. And unless you plant them through action, they rot in your head. Nobody pays for potential. The world rewards production. If you don't turn your thoughts into things, someone else will. And when you see them succeed, you'll realize it was never about luck. It was about execution, creation. Bold, immediate, fearless execution. Most people think success requires permission. Permission from parents, society, investors, friends, even strangers. But here's the truth. No one is going to knock on your door and say, "It's your time now." You have to decide it is. You have to claim the space. The most successful people in 2025 will not be the ones who waited for the green light. They will be the ones who ran the red light and made their own lane. They didn't ask to be chosen, they chose themselves. Perfection is the biggest lie holding people back. You want the logo to be just right. You want the website to be flawless. You want the first version of your product to look like Apple made it. But that mindset is killing your momentum. Done is better than perfect. Starting ugly is better than not starting at all. Every great creator you admire started with a rough draft, a broken version, a clumsy beginning. What made them great is that they started anyway. In 2025, the ones who create will own the game. Whether it's content, business, service, value creation is the currency. You have access to the same internet, the same tools, the same platforms as everyone else. The difference is what you do with them. Are you scrolling or building? Watching or launching? Complaining or creating? There's a phrase you need to tattoo on your mindset. If not me, who? If not now, when? You are not missing anything except the willingness to take the leap. Everything else you need will reveal itself on the journey. Clarity comes through movement. Courage comes through action. Results come through doing. So stop waiting. Stop watching other people live your dream. Start where you are with what you have. Build a version 1. It won't be perfect, but it'll be yours. And from there, you'll grow, adapt, improve, but only if you begin. Right now, this is the year to stop being an observer of success. This is the year to create it. You're not tired, you're uninspired. That's the truth most people don't want to face. You think you're exhausted, burnt out, done, but what you really are is disconnected. Because when you are deeply connected to a purpose, when your vision is strong enough, energy is not your problem. Energy flows from passion. Drive is born from direction. You don't need more sleep. You need a reason to jump out of bed. You need a mission that makes you restless when you're standing still. Think back to the last time you were truly excited about something. How did you feel? You didn't need caffeine. You didn't need someone pushing you. You moved naturally. You stayed up late working, and you didn't complain. That's the power of inspiration. It wakes something up inside you that no amount of motivation can replace. But when you lose that sense of purpose, even basic tasks start to feel like burdens. That's why most people in 2025 feel tired, not because they're doing too much, but because they're doing too little of what actually matters to them. You say you're stuck, but you're not stuck, you're safe. You've chosen the predictable path, the routine that drains you but pays the bills, the job that keeps you afloat but robs your spirit. And because you're not risking, you're not growing. And when you're not growing, you feel like you're dying a little inside every day. That's not burnout, that's boredom with your own life. And the only way to fix it is to chase the thing that scares you. The thing that lights a fire in your gut, even if you don't know how it ends. Purpose doesn't knock politely. It doesn't wait to be discovered sitting on your couch. You find it in motion, in trying, building, breaking, starting again. You discover what inspires you when you get uncomfortable enough to leave what numbs you. That means stop saying yes to what drains you. Stop surrounding yourself with people who settle. Stop repeating cycles that keep you in the same mental space year after year. 2025 is not the year to survive, it's the year to awaken. You've got more in you. You know it. Deep down, you know there's something bigger, something bolder, something more real waiting for you. But you'll never feel fully alive until you start chasing it. Tired, then realign. Burnt out, then refocus. Don't shrink your life to match your current energy. Increase your energy by expanding your life. Do something bold. Take a risk. Break the routine. Disrupt the version of yourself that's keeping you comfortable but unfulfilled. Because when you do, something shifts. The fatigue fades. The fire returns. And suddenly, you're not dragging yourself through the day, you're leading it. In 2025, the people who feel unstoppable will not be the ones who rested the most, but the ones who lived with the most purpose. Find yours or create it. Either way, get inspired and get back in the game. Discipline is the new currency. In 2025, success doesn't belong to the loudest voice, the biggest dreamer, or the person with the most likes. It belongs to the one who shows up daily, without applause, without excuses, without needing to feel good to do good. Talent is everywhere, but discipline, that's rare. And that rarity makes it powerful. While others wait to feel motivated, the disciplined are already miles ahead, doing the work that everyone else talks about doing someday. You can scroll through motivation all day. You can watch every video, read every quote, and nod your head in agreement. But at the end of the day, your life won't change because of what inspired you. It will change because of what you committed to. The uncomfortable, repetitive, sometimes boring, often thankless grind that builds excellence over time. That's what discipline is. It's not glamorous. It's not fun. But it's the sharpest weapon in a world full of distractions. People think the future belongs to the most talented. It doesn't. It belongs to the most consistent. That person who wakes up early and works while everyone else sleeps. The one who sticks to the plan even on bad days. The one who doesn't negotiate with the alarm clock or skip the small tasks because no one will notice. That kind of person becomes unstoppable, not overnight, but inevitably. Because discipline compounds. One focused day becomes one focused week, then 1 month, then a lifestyle. And the results? They speak long after everyone else has stopped trying. 2025 is a year filled with noise. Notifications, trends, distractions, opinions, they're everywhere. If you can't control your focus, you'll be pulled in every direction and end up nowhere. Discipline is your anchor. It's the only way to create progress in a world that wants to steal your attention. When you're disciplined, you don't need to feel motivated. You do it anyway. You don't wait for clarity, you create it. You don't bounce between ideas, you master one until it pays off. You want to be successful this year? Track what you do when no one's watching. That's who you really are. That's what determines your trajectory. You can fake effort for the camera, but you can't fake consistency to the results. Success in 2025 doesn't require you to do everything. It requires you to do what matters again and again, especially when you don't feel like it. So forget about being the most gifted. Forget about being the most inspired. Just be the one who doesn't quit. Be the one who doesn't break promises to themselves. Because when the dust settles and the hype fades and the trends move on, the disciplined will still be standing, still building, still winning. Remember, motivation might start the engine, but discipline drives the car all the way to the finish line. In 2025, let your discipline do the talking. The world respects results. Get up, lock in, and deliver every single day. Let me leave you with this. 2025 doesn't care who you were. It doesn't care about your past mistakes, your missed chances, or how long you've been stuck. What it does care about is what you do next, not what you plan to do, not what you hope to do, but what you commit to doing starting now. You've just walked through every piece of the truth. That waiting is a trap. That dreams without deadlines are just distractions. That action beats excuses, and discipline beats talent. You're not out of time, you're out of reasons to delay. This is the moment where average people turn away and committed people turn up.